everybody, it's your late night talk show host Ralphie here on the review, and tonight we have some very controversial topics that we want to talk about. So let's get right into it. So one of the things we want to talk about is digital IDs. We'll start with digital IDs. Digital IDs are a bad idea. You know, if you believe in digital IDs, this is a bad idea. I'm telling you. Digital IDs are going to cause a lot of problems for everybody, and the fact that the governments around the world want to institute this everywhere, that's bad for everybody. So first off, if you get a digital ID, they're saying it's going to be more secure. They're going to sell it like it's going to help you out. It's going to make everything easily accessible, and it's going to be good for you, and they'll be able to secure the country. Yeah, all those things are lies. What's going to happen is this. If you get it, you're going to contribute to the slavery of everybody else in Canada. We're Canadians, or in any other country, the UK, any of these countries, Australia, that are instituting this, anywhere they're instituting this, you're turning yourselves into slaves. So, here's the problem. For all of us who, we're not going to get it, and the government's they're not going to force you to get it, in the sense that they're not going to make it legal. But here's the thing. If you don't get a digital ID, when you go to buy stuff at the grocery store, you're no longer going to be able to pay in cash. So that's bad. So that's why we recommend that people keep paying stuff in cash as long as you possibly can, because once they go cashless, they own us. So that's a bad thing. You won't be able to pay your mortgage without having a digital ID. So guess what? The authorities are going to come in and confiscate your home, and you won't be able to pay your insurance, your house insurance, your car insurance. You won't be able to buy a car. Also, if the government doesn't like what you have to say, and you don't have a digital ID, or if you have a digital ID, they're going to shut you off. So if you say anything bad, if you say anything against the government that's in power and they don't like it, it doesn't have to be a threat. It just has to be something they don't like. Guess what? They're going to come in, shut your account down, just like they did when the truckers were doing the trucker movement, and they're going to shut them down. And guess what? That'll be you. So, anybody who knows us at Laugh Out Loud Puppets, we are followers of God, of Jesus, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We prefer to be called followers of Christ. Some slang terms are Christian, but that's what the world knows us by, is Christian, and it's still being used as a slang term. Oh, there's those Christians. Oh, there's those Christians opening their mouth again, reading the Bible again. Well, yep, we're Bible-believing Christians. You can count on that. And anyways, the next thing that's going to happen, they're going to tell you who you can believe in and who you can't believe in. And guess what? This is one area where all faiths need to come together. So whether you're Muslim, whether you're Buddhist, whether you're Hindu, well, whether you're Christian or Catholic or whatever branch of the tree or whatever faith you believe in, or whatever faith you don't believe in, I'll tell you what, even for you non-believers, if they take the rights away from us, they're going to take them away from you too. Nobody's going to be exempt from this. So you're going to be told what you can believe, when you can believe, who you can believe in. And if you don't believe it, well, you can believe this. They'll cut you off. They'll shut your digital account down, and they'll mark you on digitally that you're marked, and that's it. You won't be able to shop or buy anything. And right now they're just going to do it on a card. But I'll tell you what. The next step is putting it under the skin on your left hand, and then you'll be marked with the mark of the beast. So I'll tell you that right there, and then they'll be tracking you everywhere. If you fart, if you poop, if you eat, what you eat, how much you eat. Yeah, that digital ID, it's going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of people. So I know you're watching this and you go, hey, Ralphie, you're just a puppet. What do you know? Well, I'll tell you, I don't really like to get into politics, but when everybody I know, and trust me, I have Muslim friends, I have Buddhist friends, I have friends from all walks of life. Okay? Trust me. And we don't shun people for their beliefs. We don't hate people. We let people to live what they want, believe what they want. I don't necessarily believe what all my friends believe. However, they're still good people, or good puppets in my case, and we still let them to live the life they want to live. As long as they're not harming anybody, blocking the streets, and, I believe in prayer. I believe in prayer. I believe in praying. I believe if you're Muslim, you have the right, just like I do, to believe in Christ. You have the right to believe in Allah. And you can pray. No problem. Blocking the streets to pray, that's a problem. Blocking society, blocking other people and people of other faiths, and threatening people, whatever faith you are, if you're threatening people, if you come to Canada and you're threatening people, oh, death to Canadians, or death to Christians, or death to Jewish people, yeah, not so much. That hate speech, not accepted. We don't like it. That's hate speech. Those are hate crimes. Burning down somebody's church or mosque or synagogue or temple, yeah, not so much. Don't be doing that. You get these things in your head. Don't do that. What kind of loving God or creator, whether it be God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, what kind of loving creator puts it in your head, go and harm somebody else in my name? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be good. So if you're going to keep doing that stuff, yeah, don't do that. But other than that, the people who are peaceful and loving and who just want to get along with each other, to all my Muslim friends, to all my Buddhist friends and my Christian friends and my Jewish friends and all of you guys, we love you. We love you, and if we don't all join together right now, the government is going to shut not just us Christians down, or not just the Jewish people down. He's going to shut down our Muslim friends. He's going to shut every kind of prayer, our Buddhist friends. And if you think you're not on the chop list, guess what? Everybody's going to be on the chop list. So this new bill, Bill C9, I think it is, that's a bad thing. And this guy, Mark Miller, and his bunch of liberal cronies, all the liberals want to shut us down. The liberals want to make you have a digital ID. They want to shut you down. And they want to force you into slavery. They want you to be poor while they're riding around, flying around on jets, doing all of this thing. And they would have you to believe they're lying. Every time they open their mouth, they're lying. So if you're still supporting them, you're just lying to yourself. If you think Mark Carney and the liberals love you, you're just lying to yourself. And if you think, well, all these things I get checks and things in the mail, and they support this, and they put money into this and fund this. Oh yeah, they fund it all right. Guess who? Everybody's taxes. Haven't you noticed you're paying for your own things? Paying the tax on the food you eat, on the car you drive, on all those things. You're paying taxes. You really are. You're paying for the taxes on all of those things. And when you pay your taxes, you're just, so if the government goes, hey, we're going to give you a $50 check to get you through Christmas, yippee! But you're going to pay like $200-300 more a month on groceries, or on your gas, or on your hydro. You're not saving nothing from the Liberals. Anytime they give you something and give you a new tax, environmental tax. Is it important to save the environment? Absolutely. Can you tax the environment to be saved? Absolutely not. It doesn't work that way. And guess what? If you're starving and getting kicked out of your home and being told you can't believe in your own God or your own faith or your own religion, are you really worried about the environment? That's probably the last thing on your mind. If you can't find a job, yeah, that's bad. And you're probably thinking, well, hey, I can't even work. I can't feed myself. I can't clothe myself. I can't home myself. I got kids. I got a wife or a husband or whatever. Yeah. You can't take care of your family. Can't take care of your friends. Can't feed yourself. Can't work. Getting evicted from your home, thanks to Doug Ford, who's apparently says he's a conservative, but he runs around like he's a liberal. Now, I know I'm probably upsetting some liberal fans. I'm sure not all my fans are conservatives. And you may not like me, and that's fine. I'm still going to love you because I'm a follower of Christ. And I still pray for you, even if you don't believe, or even if you do believe. I still pray for you. I pray that you come together, and at least if you don't like what I have to say, that's fine. But just remember, I don't want to say in the end, I told you so. I don't want to come on here online and go, I told you so, when you lose all your rights. And guess what? If you're watching me on YouTube right now, that's great. You have the right to have a YouTube channel. And if you like and comment and subscribe, you have the right to do that. But guess what? If the Liberals get in charge, get what they want, you're going to lose your rights. If you say one thing out of line, there goes your rights. So I just want you to keep this in mind when you're voting, when you're making decisions, whether you're signing petitions, whether you're speaking your mind, whether they're trying to get you to do digital IDs. This guy Mark Miller and Steve McKinnon, he was just on there today insulting every Twitter person, every YouTube person, anybody who does digital things online, all these digital videos. He got up there and said, you're a bunch of idiots, pretty much. That's pretty much what he said. And these are the guys you believe should be in power? Now, of course, all my conservative buddies, they're starting to see the truth. They're waking up. They're opening their eyes. Yeah, conservatives cut programs. True. Conservatives cut stuff. They cut spending. They cut this. That's true. But we have to do that in order to get the deficit down. Otherwise, you're never going to be free. If you're under deficit, you're never free. You're never a free citizen. And every citizen, I don't know how much they said we owe, thousands of dollars. So every newborn child, if you just had a baby and that child's just been born, it's already got $10,000 in debt. That's the liberal way of thinking. Oh yeah, we're going to give you $10 a day babysitting care, nursery care. But guess what? Unfortunately, A, they haven't done that really yet. There might be a handful of people who got that. B, who's gonna get paid for that? The government's gonna pay the workers because you might pay a normal worker normal wages, but if you get on this $10 list, the government's going to supplement their paycheck, and then That money comes from you because you paid taxes, house taxes, your house taxes went up, your land taxes went up, your grocery taxes went up. This is the thing. This is the thing. You may believe the liberals are good people. You may think they're telling you the truth. You may think, hey, everything is peaches. We fought for this. We fought Donald Trump. We got you a better thing. We got a better deal. All that happened is everything else got tariffed more. Our steel workers went out of work. 1,000 steel workers just lost their jobs. Algoma steel workers. Come on, people. Who's next? You're next. The liberals just want to be in power. They want to tell you who to vote for. That's why. Next, guess what else? Now, if you want to go online, they're going to want to have you to have a digital ID, and that's already happening apparently in Australia. So guess what? Next thing to go, you won't be able to see any of my videos because guess what? I'm not getting a digital ID because I want you to be free. I want to stand up for your freedom. I want you, whether you're Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, Jehovah's Witness, Jewish, whatever, Hindu, I want you to be able to believe what you want to believe in. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to twist your arm. I'm not going to bend you. But guess what? I'm going to support you that you have the right to have a freedom to believe in who or what you want to believe in. And as long as you're not hurting people or shooting people or mugging people or beating people or whatever, and you shouldn't be cursing at people or blaming them for stuff, but as long as you're peaceful and loving, then you're good in my books. And what you want to believe in, go for it, baby. So that's it. Please, people, please help us to get. I don't care who you really like or don't like, whatever. I don't care what you care about. I don't necessarily worry about it, what your sexual orientations are, anything. All of us, humans and puppets alike, need to come together right now. We need to agree on one thing and one thing only. That if we want to stay free, then we have to defend each other, our rights for freedom, even if we don't agree. That's why if you come to this country and you want to be a Muslim or a Buddhist or a Jewish or a Hindu or a Christian or a Catholic or Jehovah or whatever, you have your own home. Be what you want to be. There are mosques. There are temples. There are churches. There are places of worship, which now in Quebec, they're already shutting that down. They are attacking your faith right now. They're attacking your faith. They're attacking your right to believe and your right to be. And this is the time where even if you don't love your neighbor, which we should all love our neighbors, but if you don't love your neighbor, this is a time you should at least respect their rights enough to let them believe what they want. And we're all in this together. Anyways, I know this was a long episode of the review tonight. I had to get some of these things out there. Yes, if you're a liberal, unfortunately, I am not in belief of what you believe. I am not in support of the liberals. I do believe that the Liberal Party of Canada, the leading party, are a bunch of liars. And if you support them, well, that's your choice. You can support liars if you want. But I still think you have the freedom to do it. Now, if you unsubscribe to me, we've got 151 subscribers. Now, I don't know what you guys are. I don't know whether you're Hindus or Muslims or Christians or whatever, Buddhist, whatever you are, Jehovah's, I don't know. I don't know what you are. But I don't know if you're liberals. I don't know if you're conservatives. I don't know if you're puppet people or not puppet people. Now, I've shared my thoughts, and they're only my thoughts. And you have the right to unsubscribe to me. And I know tomorrow morning after I post this, I might all of a sudden have no subscribers. That's a possibility. But that's okay. Because guess what? You have the right. And I'm not going to trample you on it. Now, if you are one of my subscribers and you choose to stick with me and you choose to keep watching my videos, then thank you very much. We appreciate that with all our hearts. And we appreciate you. And guess what? We're fighting for your rights, for your freedoms, just like everybody else. So this is our way to say everybody should have the right and freedom. Some people came to this country because they wanted to move away from a country that is tyranny. They don't treat you very good. There's violence. There's poverty. There's all kinds of trouble. Well, guess what? Canada's becoming a poverty country because a lot of the people here are becoming poor. Even the blue-collar people are now becoming the poor people. And everybody's watching their pennies, watching what they're eating, what they're buying, what they're spending, how many trips they can go on, where in the world they can go. Because guess what? If the government is starting to make it bad for people. And unfortunately, it's the liberals. And all you liberal supporters, anybody who's watching me who's a liberal supporter and you're still watching this video, you probably clicked off already. But anyways, if you're still watching to see what I have to say, you're shutting down Polyev, you think he's a brute, you think he's a this. At least when he speaks, he doesn't foam at the mouth or shake and twitch and whatever. He comes out there courageously and speaks for the people. He cares about the people. He cares. He doesn't want to see you starve. He doesn't want to see you be hurt or have no Christmas or any of these things. He wants you to have a great life. Yes, there might be cutting, but he is not a bad man. There has to be a logical thing. So just keep that in mind. So the liberals are bashing Polyev. Oh, Polyev said this and that. Oh, what would Polyev do? What would Polyev do? Polyev comes on into the House of Commons every day, every time there's a question and answer period, and he tells you what he's going to do. What he would do. What he would do for you. All these liberals, oh, he doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have a plan. He has a plan if you listen to what he says. But the thing is, you don't want to listen to what he says, and you don't want to watch people whose YouTube channels reflect what he really has to say. You just want to be liberal. Okay? Granted. But if you're not really willing to listen to what he says, if you're not really willing to watch what he does, then don't criticize the man. I know me and the puppets, we've been watching. We watch the House of Commons. We watch people's YouTube channels. We watch how Brookfield, Mark Carney runs Brookfield. Or he's got a big stake in there. And yeah, he's got interests in there. So he's got conflicts of interest being the Prime Minister. So guess what? You guys love a crook. The guy's a crook. You thought Justin Trudeau was bad. Well, us conservatives thought he was bad. I know you liberals loved Trudeau. Mark Carney's worse. And it's all planned. This is planned. It's all one big plan to take over everything. And if you don't fight for it, you're going to lose it. And the less you fight, the sooner you're going to lose it. And unfortunately, if you guys don't fight, we're all going to lose because they're going to take our freedoms. And once it's gone, it's gone. So anyways, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to cut it there. This was half an hour. But anyways, going to cut it there. Love you guys. Love my fans. Laugh Out Loud Puppets. And Jody and Maria and all of Laugh Out Loud Puppets and all the puppets. We all love you guys. We love our supporters. If you've been watching, thank you. If this is the first video you've ever watched, well, it's a bit out there. Obviously, this is pretty crazy. But we have about almost 500 videos. There's a lot of different topics, a lot of different things, a lot of different subjects, a lot of different holidays, a lot of different seasons, all kinds of stuff. So go back in the history, go back in the playlists, check some stuff out. There might be some stuff you surprisingly might like. All right, well, everybody, thank you. I'm your late night talk show, The Review host, Ralphie, and this has been The Review.